Delco After Dark live music series. Live on. Hey, there we are, driving by the Wawa corporate offices over at Red Roof. Hey, and there's some more Wawa. Hey, going through, heading to town to... Oh, Jesus. Hey, Frank's on the show as we head by the Sterling Pig, one of the places. And hey, that's where the coffee club used to be. Ah, the memories. You know what? Hey, there's me. Hey, I'm on the show too. This is like the State Street montage. This is like the heart of Delaware County. At least we didn't get hit by the trolley or nothing because, there's the trolley! Delco After Dark opening montage. Hey, stop by the Media Theater because, hey, and then you got to go by John's, O'Connell's over in Springfield. But we just sort of parked at the 2312 because we did, hey, Pinocchio's! Got to stop by Wawa and eat off the trash can because that's what you do. Delco After Dark. Come on, join us for a little bit. Singer-songwriter series, right here on Twitch and Facebook, right now.
Hey, everybody. It's about that time. That special emotional time in your heart and mind that we gather together on this new night and do that. This is really touching. I gotta admit, I'm enjoying this. I feel like I'm at like a folk festival with like a bunch of drunks and hippies, which are the nicest people in the world, and carnies. Carnies are, the carnies have a code. I'm not exactly sure what the code is, but I'm sure it's a code that we should all live by and learn. Anyway, boy, do we have a show for you tonight. So we've got guests, we got Steve stopping by. We've got a taste test with some crazy foods and drinks and stuff like that. And of course, what's in the box? Tail end of that, we got Shane's gonna play us a tune or two from the green room, otherwise known as the couch. So let us begin to get ready. Thank you. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, let's absorb that for a second. It's so pretty. Oh, Steve, have a seat. And let us begin with, and we're going to help us out with this. We'll take a phone call too.
Take the phone call. Taking the phone down. Who's calling it in?
See, the interesting thing is, and you're going to help me out for a second. You're not actually on camera, you can see, but I can't see the levels of what I'm doing because I'm...
You're in the green.
Yeah, that's what I want to be.
You need that monitor over there.
Hey, Shane, how's it going?
Fantastic.
Sorry, I do not have a name tag for you. Oh shit, I need my headphones. Sorry, I don't have a name tag for you because Frank is supposed to sit there, but Frank is feeling a little under the weather tonight. So Shane graciously, I voluntold Shane that he's going to come in and do this. I'm like, you're here anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah. I'm hanging out in the green room anyways. Might as well hang out in the front room. They let me out the closet every once in a while.
I know. So you know what? It seems weird talking with our guests sitting at the table. So let's bring in my close personal friend. I guess I can say that, close personal friend. I'm gonna say it. My close personal friend. Hey. Okay, I think that works. How's it going, Steve-O?
It's going. I mean, yeah. I believe we're close personal friends.
All right. I mean,
many late nights at the Media Theater for the 1 year that I was there.
I mean, you call me for random sound things.
Oh, yeah.
So do you actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Well, if you weren't so good at your job,
I know.
I wouldn't have to call you.
This is true. Well, I wish I had a picture of it. It's weird not having my monitor in front of me to do this. But he texted me the other day about floor mics. It was like you were having trouble with floor mics, something maybe feedback. I don't know what
I
the
was
issue
just trying
is.
to get them to work.
Okay, and I say to him, make the EQ look like a mountain. And he goes, you mean like this? And I go, oh shit, no, not like that. No, oh, for the love of God. So what? And I think I sent you back the
mountain, not a valley.
What I meant was it was flat, like flatten out the EQ and then dump the sides, like do a high cut and a low cut, and like have the center so you don't feed around the 600 or the 5K level. But he did what I told him, which is you made a fucking mountain out of that thing. You were just like Richard Dreyfuss in like Close Encounters, which that's a super deep reference, but you probably get it maybe. So
I was thinking Everest. You were thinking the Appalachians.
yeah, the Appalachians are in fact the oldest mountain range in the world. Yes, they are. So let's go round robin for a second. Steve, what you been up to? It's been like 3 or 4 or 5, about 4 in 2019 since last time we worked together over at the Media Theater. You know, so what you been up to?
I left so that I could start working in theater, but in the educational realm. And then COVID happened. I had a job. I was going to be a substitute teacher at Germantown Friends as their technical director for a little bit, and then COVID happened, and I literally got paid to teach a class on Zoom and tear down a set. Which was great because I got paid about $10,000 to do all that. That was amazing.
But during COVID,
because that was my contract, and they said to keep getting paid, I had to teach this class, which I already thought I was going to have to teach the class, which was fine. And then they're like, and we need this set off the stage, so your job is to come in. Nobody can be in the theater with you because of social distancing. And they're like, and you're going to take this apart.
Oh, is that my car?
that is. I know exactly what this is. That's my computer telling me that it is running like 110%.
She's giving it everything she's got, Captain.
It is. That's totally what I think it is.
And then because of COVID, I needed to get a job, a real person job. So I drove for Amazon for about a good year and a half to almost 2 years.
Oh yeah, I remember you doing the Amazon thing.
And then during that time, I applied to go back to work for the city of Philadelphia in the Parks and Recreation Department, and I got lucky to be put at...
Your Parks and Rec?
Yeah, I got lucky to be put at the theater that I've been helping out with since they opened up. There's a theater right off of Main Street, Manayunk, on the canal. It's called Venice Island. And since last August, I've been working there doing lights, sound. I built some sets for them for certain shows, but it's a lot of it feels like a touring house because everything is guests coming in. We have very little of our own programming. We're trying to do more, but we also, it's meant for, it was built originally so that the musical theater groups that are in the Parks and Rec and the dance groups and all that stuff have a place to go in the city. So we're not asking for another theater to open up for us. In fact, but we have a lot of guest stuff. We actually just had a singer-songwriter festival there at the beginning of May, which was the Sing Us Home Festival, Dave House.
Yeah. I was waiting to sneak a word in there that Dave House. I was like, I know something happened there just recently,
And all things being equal, I mean, all things going well in the future, because it was a really good festival. There's a chance, but I'm not positive that we might get them back next year. And if so, it's going to be the big name this year was the Drive-By Truckers. They were the headliners on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And there's a chance that we're going to have even bigger names next year. If it all goes well. I mean, it was a good thing, but it's also if they can get the funding and stuff. But it was a really good festival.
Now, back up for anybody that's out there watching. We're talking about Venice Island music.
It's called Venice Island Performing Arts Center.
Performing Arts Center, which is super awesome. It's in Manayunk. Right on the canal, right between the canal, on the canal.
You got Main Street, then you got the canal, then you got our island, and then you got the Schuylkill.
Then you got the Schuylkill right there. Yeah. So it's super rad. I when I first moved to Philadelphia, I found that Venice Island, there was a playground on there.
I don't even know it. Yeah.
A couple of skate spots that I was like, this is cool. Yeah. But after we had moved out of the neighborhood, the island got renovated, and they built this performing arts center, which is fantastic. I'm trying not to just burst out cursing
that's okay.
at how fantastic it is. But it looks really cool, and that's really rad. So I just wanted to make sure everybody listening knows what we're talking about, where we're talking about, and keeps their eyes out for any performances, anything happening.
The really cool thing about it is that it was actually built. The original playground was there, but it was built by the water department. It was Parks and Rec's land, but the water department wanted to build all these tanks underneath the land so that when it floods, it keeps sewage and waste out of the streets of Manayunk. So there's all these I think it's 1 million gallons. I may be overstating, I might be understating, but what it does is it holds all the the sewage from going into the water, and then when
Yeah, that'd be bad.
and then when it recedes, then it can start going to where like the plants that it needs to go to be. But that's the reason that it was built, and they asked the Department of Rec what they want built on there, and they pie in the sky was like, build us a theater, and they built them a theater.
No shit.
That's awesome. That is really cool.
So I've been lucky enough. I actually got to work there. I've been off and on. The only year that I didn't work there, if you want to count from, was the year that I worked in media. Like, because when I was before my life in media, when I went back to school, I was also working with Parks and Rec as an assistant recreation leader. I had some theater experience. So, but my boss basically was like, we need a body to go there. So then all of a sudden I was an extra hand there so I've been there since like 2014 off and on, and then finally full time there.
Oh wait, so
Awesome, right? So when it started, pretty
Yeah,
much, I guess.
and I was one of the first people to kind of have a job there because there was some vandalism that happened, and then because of the job that I have was all hourly. My boss comes up to me and goes, "I need you to stay at the theater from 10 to 2 a.m." And
just keep an eye on things.
Just sit in the room with all the cameras, and if something's happening that you need to, you can call the police, but don't turn on any lights because we don't want anybody knowing that there's anybody in the building.
Oh, so you sat in the dark?
Pretty much. But the room with the camera had a light, but I was just like, it was so late, and I was already tired because I was working day camp at the time. I was just like, I'm just going to sit in here with the lights off and just look at my phone or watch some videos on my phone.
Yeah.
So
That's wild. I could totally imagine, because it went from I knew the island before the Performing Arts Theater was built there, and there was a playground. It was definitely a spot where people would go to, get out of the way, to be off the grid. And as a skater, I would go there to be off the grid, and it seemed as though the island was sinking and all of the asphalt was bumpy and a perfect.
I was going to say that's perfect for you, right?
Yeah, perfect for my world. There were a couple of cool spots, and nobody was going to mess with me there. And so I was like, oh.
Simply, Shane, simply because you have the chat open, and I do not have the chat over here. You are the keeper of the chat, so just keep an eye on it. And if anyone says anything specific, or if they're, because like I said, this is the first time we've done this live, so who knows what we're putting out there? This could not be working at all. It looks like it is.
Yeah,
but,
well, we've got Lisa out there. We've got
Michael. Well, Lisa will. I love Lisa. She's my unofficial producer. She will absolutely let me know if something's not right. Yeah, in the best possible way.
Yeah.
She really will. Be like, yo, man, your mic's been off for the past 10 minutes. I was like, oh, this is
Diabetes.
Diabetes. We got Bobby out there.
Hey, Bobby.
We got Ari out there. 110% pure, says Ari.
Well, Ari's got to. He's got to stop by too. I mean, everyone's going to want to get something from what's in the box. That comes up a little bit later.
Yeah, oh yeah. Everybody wants to hear about what's happening in the box. I didn't do the sharing that I usually do. Let me
get to work on that, please.
I'm joking. Carry on.
So you've been doing that, like, for the people that don't know, like, Steve and I worked at the theater, at the Media Theater from like 2018 to 2019. Yeah, you were number 4.
Oh, 4. I'm sorry.
Currently, my friend Lee is there right now. He's number 5, and I don't know who will number 6 will be eventually. I mean, maybe I don't know, but he's fine, and he's been there for a while, because normally it was like everyone just did a year. It's like 20. He was like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he does 5, and then he was dumb enough to sign a 2-year contract. I mean, smart.
We'll say he wanted job security.
Sure, why not?
Disqualified.
So, so he's number 5. But when you were there, we did. Let's look at the shows we did. So we did Sweeney Todd.
Yes.
And then we did
The Wizard of Oz, which was
oh my god.
I would say, well, I put myself in the hospital during Sweeney Todd because of stress. Mm-hmm. And then Wizard of Oz gave me an ulcer. And then it was all downhill after that. Like, everything else was fine.
Diabetes.
The next 3 shows were fine, but Wizard of Oz definitely gave me an ulcer because I had to build a set with the pieces of the set from Sweeney Todd.
I remember that for no adequately explored reason. I mean, no offense to Mark, who may watch sometimes, but I did not. The band was on stage. I'm not sure why it was. We had no screen, which for those of you that have not been to the media theater, we used a projection screen pretty much since 1998, I think. I mean, that's before my time. I'm telling a joke, but all the time I was there. I mean, most of our performances had a projection screen, except he did not want one for Wizard of Oz. And if you're ever going to have something that has a projection screen.
Well, in fairness to him, I think that might be the thing that I actually enjoyed of his set design a little bit more, is that he wanted the shadow puppets. So that's why we didn't use the screen, because we had it backlit and we had the shadow puppets.
I mean, did I don't remember I remember one shadow puppet, like the oh, there goes the wizard.
It was the Twister, and then I think it was the wizard at the end, because
do you remember
Brandon had to rig up the wizard little
yeah.
balloon thing flying away.
Do you remember? I remember he also built the basket. I guess it's called a basket for the bottom of the for the bottom of the thing. Do you remember Roger as the wizard with Amelia, or whatever her name was, Amy or whatever it was? They were doing the big puppet, like the great big face, the face of Oz, and Roger. And there's a thing in theater called scripts that some people use, but you did some kid shows with me, I think. So Roger, like, we're gonna do.
There is no poop on the poop deck, by the way.
There is no poop on the poop deck. Oh my god, I remember that.
That is a deep.
That's a deep. No one's gonna get that
Unless
one.
you saw
Oh my god, there's no poop on the poop deck. But Roger every night would ad lib something. I mean, he would eventually get around to whatever the wizard had, like, hey, you got no heart, get out of here, you whatever. But he would ad lib the whole time. But meanwhile, this puppeteer, she's working a puppet that's this big. The mouth, she's working the mouth like this, so she has to follow different things every night, and it drove her batshit.
That show was a mess from the beginning, and it was just.
I loved it. I mean, the sound design was premium,
well,
but yeah,
I will state that,
which it always is.
The cast, the lighting, and the sound were fantastic for that show. And also, I will also freely admit on my own part, if I was a more experienced technical director and production manager, it might have gone better, because I could have put my foot down, or I could have said, we can get this happening. But the fact that it was the second show I was doing professionally caused a lot of issues.
Well, I mean, you said yourself, you got an ulcer. Time? It's so weird not having this information in front of me. Thank you. So at 5:05, we'll take a break.
But it was an interesting.
I can't read that. I don't have class.
But then, so we leave that, and like and some people know this. I actually tried to leave media halfway through my first year. I sat down with Jesse and Patrick, and I said, I don't know if I can do this. And through talking, they convinced me to stick through.
Yes, I know that. Yes,
they convinced me to stick through the end. But the next three shows, I think, went, like, at least on my end, went well. I mean, we had a terrible turnout for Julius Caesar.
Sound design for that was amazing. Because I remember Bill Van Horn, he was the director, and he and Julius Caesar, we were doing like a modernized version of it. It was like with Trump as Caesar and stuff, which some people were very upset about. But there's a rain scene in there with Marcus Aurelius. I don't know, whatever. That's actually Gladiator. I don't know the names. But he's like, do you have any thunders? I'm like, do I have thunders? I got 26 thunders. And he's like, good, we'll use them. Son of a bitch. He used every thunder. Like, there's like a monologue, 2 pages, where there's a thunder on and bicycle or and parchment and this. And there's like 2 pages, 26 thunders. And I'm there with the, not only that, but I'm there with Sarah Gaffigan on the light board, because if you're going to do thunder, you have to do lightning. So we're just like, and we're just doing like, it's like madness for 2 pages, and then it just sort of chills out.
Was Sarah on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that she was on Saturday Night Fever. I didn't know if she was on.
Yeah. And also, we didn't have mics for that. They wanted to do it just with floors and like hidden mics around the area, which was tough. I mean.
But that one it went off well, other than the fact that like people kept leaving, because we were originally not going to do it as a post-apocalyptic. But when Jesse and Patrick said we want to have the tagline be "Make Rome Great Again," because they just envisioned the marquee saying "Make Rome Great Again." So I I informed the designer and the director that we were going to use that as the tagline, and they went with it.
Oh, they
Originally,
went. Yeah,
it
I
was
wish we
su-
had pictures. Yeah,
It was supposed to be like 1930s Italy, like rise of fascism with Benito Mussolini, and then it went to post-apocalyptic.
I mean, I don't know. How much difference?
But
talking-
the thing that I used to always tell people when they were getting angry, because I would be out in the lobby almost every show, and I'd see them leaving, and they'd get mad at me, and I was like, well, like, stick around, because like if you are a fan of the one, if you're a fan of who you think
righteous
Julius-
fury.
Julius Caesar is, I mean, the people that get him at the end get theirs. I was like, because I could never allude to it. And the best was there were a lot of times where I had to sit while they were directing, while Bill was directing the show, and if there was too much allusion to the fact of it being Trump, I had to go and be like, we can't do that.
Oh, I remember, like, for the Ides of March, the girl comes out with the folder that says WikiLeaks or something.
Yeah.
I mean, some people were. I mean, it holds the record, unless there's something that's happening now that I'm not around for. It holds the record for the least amount of people, because I think one show we had like 28 people, and like half of them left at intermission, and we ended up with like, I think, 14, which proves the fact there's an old theater adage that if there's more people on stage than in the house, you do not have to do the show, and that is not true. If there's one person in the house, you're doing a show. At least I think you are.
And then we rounded out with two nice palate cleansers. We did Beehive, which is
it's
it was
easy,
a
yeah.
fantastic 1960s
Oh, it's a message for me.
1960s jukebox musical. It had a lot of singer-songwriter, and then it turned into like a rock show, but Tina Turner's Mountain Deep, River Deep, Mountain High.
Yep.
But so it was like just this nice palate cleanser. Like everybody loved it. And then we did Saturday Night Fever, and there was just this fantastic cast, and it was just, I mean, we got to do a little bit of interesting stuff. Carl had great sound for that one.
Oh, do you remember the opening? Remember that crazy opening? Like that the entire decade of the '60s I put together in song and radio over the course of 30 seconds. You got everything in the '60s. It's I should play it at some time. It took me a long time to make that thing.
Well, you like that took you a long time. My favorite thing, and it was just a quick thing, but you'd be in the club. They'd walk out of the club, and he still had the club going on.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was
muted, and it was just
I took all the high.
So it's like 1970s. Like everybody's been to a club or a bar. Like the sound doesn't just stop when you walk out of the building. So like,
and meanwhile,
a little bit.
Well, and meanwhile,
you can just hear the conversation when you walk out.
Well, the thing is, they're out on the street talking, and then there's traffic. There's horns and the subway, the elevator, and everything.
And the door
so they
opens,
open the door, and they're coming out, and there's like
letting
real
out.
music in there. There's like real music, and then they come out, and then the door closes, and then the next cue is all that same music, but everything above 600K is just flattened. So you're like, doo, doo, and then you can even hehear JP. Do you remember, like JP was, "Hey everybody, we're going to be rocking on the street." But all you could hear is like, it was really in the back. It was so cool. And I had them coming from speakers in the back. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was really fun.
And for me, the funnest thing was like, whenever you're taught in technical theater, you're taught that you're going to find something, like you're going to need something, and it's going to be the complete opposite of what you expect. Well, we're building a bridge on stage. Bridges have rivets. We're not going to put real rivets on wood. Like, that doesn't make sense. We took Nilla wafers. We spray painted them the same color and the Nilla wafers. But we also had, like, 50 or 60 more Nilla wafers.
Here we go again.
And so that, because it's an old building, you get rodents that come into the building. You can't help it. So.
Oh, they like those rivets.
And they would chew on them, so then I would have to go like every couple days and just be like, all right, and just pry off a rivet and put super glue a new one on there.
So great.
Let's take a little break and drag out some. We'll come back and they'll do the taste test.
Rodent soda? Is that what we're doing?
That's the one thing that we will discuss the terms of this. Okay, let's see if my automatic button works. We will be
Cleanse your palate.
They're trying to take a band and handle it. Band either thing. They're trying to take a band
system just reloaded for no adequately explored reason. So let's go to a break. Let's go to a break for a second. My whole system just reloaded for no adequately explored reason. So let's go to a break. Let's go to a break for a second. My whole system just reloaded for no adequately explored reason. So let's go to a break. Let's go to a break for a second. My whole system just reloaded for no adequately explored reason. So let's go to a break. The hell just happened?
They're trying to like a band handle it. Band either thing.
The hell just happened?
They're trying to like a band handle it. Band either thing.
The hell just happened?
They're trying to like a band handle it. Band either thing.
The hell just happened?
They're trying to like a band handle it. Band either thing.
The hell just happened?
They're trying to like a band handle it. Band either thing.
The hell just happened?
They're trying to like a band handle it.
Let's go to a break for a second. My whole system just reloaded for no adequately explored reason. So let's go to a break. Let's go to a break for a second. My whole system just reloaded for no adequately explored reason. So let's go to a break. Let's go to a break for a second. My whole system just for no adequately explored reason. So let's go to a break. Let's go to a break for a second. My whole system just reloaded for no adequately explored reason. So let's go to a break. Let's go to a break for a second. My whole system just reloaded for adequately explored reason. Let's go to a break. Let's go to a break for a second. My whole system just reloaded for no adequately explored reason. So let's break. Let's go to a break for a second. My whole system just reloaded for no adequately.
There it is. There it is. This is taking a little time. All right. So, welcome to. I had a thing for this. Rats. I made a. What do you call it? I did a thing.
Well, you keep turning around, Carl.
Bill, I got to turn around to get the thing. So hold on a second. So this is this part of the show. Let me see if it works. I don't know. It may not work. I was like, I can't do this without the intro. So, one of the things, so we did a taste test last week. Oh, and you guys have to try that freeze-dried candy. But we did a taste test last week of the freeze-dried candy, and it went well with Joe and my daughter. So I thought, let's keep up the pace and try it again. So we got, via Steve's suggestion, I was like, what to do this week? And he's like, how about old man candy, like old people candy. And I've got some other stuff. But this place also had. See, now I'm starting to get scared. So this place,
This is a great color orange, Carl.
so this place also had very strange sodas. So I wish I could remember the name of the place. I'll put it in the post. Oh man, I really wish I had the name of the place. It's called Sweet Spot. It's called the Sweet Spot in Broomall. There you go. And there were these two lovely kids working there, and I went to them and I said, listen, go find me each one of you find me 4 crazy weird flavors of sodas. And they're like, we got this. And they're like they go crazy and do it. I'm looking for so they go and they find it. So the way we're doing this is I got this out of the fridge and I do not know what flavor this is either. None of us know the flavor. So I have the bottle here that we will look at once we try and guess what it is. But none of us know what it is. We're entitled. You can smell first if you want.
Are we allowed to smell it?
We are absolutely allowed to smell. So cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
I'm definitely smelling. I don't know about you guys. I'm not getting any smell at all. if you were to tell me this was orange, wait, what the fuck is that in the back end?
Such a great segment. None of us could talk. What?
What? I mean, well, okay, so it's not. I mean,
Feels spicy, kind of almost.
Right?
I'm waiting to find out. Let's see. Hold on.
okay, hold on. Let's try again.
It tastes like regret.
I have a hint of sadness,
And of,
forlorn.
yeah.
All right. So, also using our
bit of why the hell am I doing this?
use it. Oh, this is fun.
There's some spice in there. There's some spice in there.
Well, it's definitely sweet. It's definitely sweet. So it's not like it's not pork soda, which I don't think they make, but God help. I think they make baking soda somewhere.
Well,
I've heard
you'll
it.
be feeling just fine. You know there's pork soda after Primus.
I had a
Actually, it's not bad.
I had
don't hate it.
what I lovingly called a ham beer once. It was the worst beer I've ever tasted in my entire life.
We'll see if that holds up because I have a 6-pack of coffee stout for you to take home, sir.
I done had me over 30 hams at a time on multiple occasions.
Not hams with the 2M.
but ham.
Ham like a Easter honey glazed ham type taste.
But is that
beer.
could that, oh
Yeah, no, like 'cause
Brewed with bone.
I'll drink a very cheap beer.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. One of my favorites to drink is Lion's Head, and the reason I became a Lion's Head fan was because you could buy 24 of them for $20.
Yeah.
there was
And
Carling
they were bottles.
Carling Black Label
Yeah.
when I was a
And
kid.
The can's a little bit cheaper, maybe. But
Yeah, but I mean, like I felt fancy because I was drinking the can.
bottles, man.
All right, what's your guys' opinion? What do you think it is? And oh, by the way, using my Park Place glasses because we're in the Park Place bar.
There's some orange in there.
I think there's some orange. There's some heat in the back, but not a
fresh in
lot.
there.
It's not terrible. Whatever it is not bad.
It reminds me of a
Because believe me, there's some bad ones in there.
what are those cinnamon candies that those
Like Red Hots,
cinnamon-
like those red
Hots,
cinnamon. Yeah, okay. All right,
But
so
not Red Hot sauce. not
so
Red Hot.
I think I know what it is, but then again, I bought them, so I saw some of them, so I might, but I didn't know it coming out, so I did not know.
There's
when this
something
was.
that hits right here that's kind of like
Right.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with my flavor is in the immortal words of my favorite Springfield elementary school kid.
I can see
it
through
tastes like
time?
burning.
So
like
this
burning.
is
Which one is this? This
Oh,
is
you
the
know what?
Buffalo Wings soda.
It has the
Grab yourself a can of Buffalo Wing soda. You'll be feeling just fine.
oh my god, oh my god,
Usually you have the beer to cut the buffalo wings off.
Yeah.
oh my god, I would have never.
I suddenly don't want to finish this.
Oh, I'll turn.
I like that it has said that
cheers.
it's artificial.
Cheers.
What is it? What does it
Is that
say?
it says artificial buffalo.
Well, I
wings.
love that it's
Like
artificial. What's his name? Lexter. Look at the name. It's Lex. In case you didn't notice, it's Lexter Flynn's. It's Lexter Flynn. If you know it's Lexter Flynn, then you know it's got extra
Diabetes.
in it. You know.
Damn, Lexter.
All right. So time is ticking. So let's do one
Y'all
or two.
get
of these.
your fixins. Y'all get your fixins.
City Phone. You know what? I'm gonna start. This is the
Y'all get your
this is the part where we're try some old people candy for a second, and but the first thing I want to do, I should do this at the end, but I'm gonna do it the first. I got a special one just for you because for those of you that don't know, my friend Steve is a very big baseball fan. You probably saw like 100 Phillies games last year.
Not 100, but
50?
I go every Sunday. I have Sunday season tickets, and then I go relatively probably about 12 more times during the season, and then I went a couple times during the postseason. I was at 3 straight postseason games.
Oh, what do you think? 1 second of sports ball. What do you think of the new rules with the pitch clock?
I am in the minority of people that I don't mind the pitch clock, but I also hate 4.5, 5-hour games. And I feel like this is the only way they're going to get them to do it. But I also get 100% the people that hate the pitch clock because baseball's been around since the 1800s. they've never had a pitch clock before, but so I get it 100%, but I also understand that there is a barrier of keep getting new people to watch, and some people don't care if new people watch. But
it'll die out.
Yeah, there's a certain level of
It'll totally die out.
fans are going to die out, and you got to bring new people in. So eventually they're going to have to do something. I hate the extra inning rule where they put a person on second.
That's
base.
ridiculous. I can't stand that.
It's the epitome.
I'm gonna drink
of
the rest- I'm gonna
the-
drink the rest of this.
It's the epitome of that rich guy theory of you're born on third base and everyone told you hit a homer.
Oh, now I can taste it.
Like it's I hate that rule, but there are some of the rules that I love. Like I don't mind that they got rid of the shift.
Oh yeah, the shift is crazy.
So there's some of them that I like, some of them that I like, this, even though I wish that didn't have to happen. But I also know that just it's now probably the third most popular sport in America. When the point when I was born, it was the number one sport in America. So.
Yeah, I think number one is football now. Do me a favor, Shane. Keep an eye when it hits 11:10 for me. So I want to do a break and then open the box, and then I want to get to you to play your tune because we got stuff to. Oh, anyway, so because of that of course is used. So there you guys said the people.
Show.
That one is from my buddy because how could it not be? Now, let us look here. What's an old person candy that we're gonna try that's horrible?
Oh,
Those are my favorite. I love those.
What, seriously?
I love
there you
eating
go.
chalk.
we used to use these when we got them in Halloween as our poker chips.
Open that one up for me, what are you saying?
Oh, yeah. These remind me, Margaret Wagner, nanny. Yeah, she always had a little pack of Neckos and some Mentos. The Mentos were the other
Mentos. They're the fresh maker out here.
full of something of life or
I
something.
wonder who discovered the Coca-Cola thing with Mentos. You know, like somebody just like, what happened with, because then everyone did it.
You know what I always thought might have been it is, you know how like if you have something that's minty and you have it and then you drink something, it's automatically like a cooler thing. So maybe they thought like, I'm gonna throw a bunch of these and make it feel cooler. ASMR night here at Delco After Dark.
They're all
Oh wait, I'll take the green one. I'll try the green one. I'll try the green one and the purple one here. You gotta try one, Steve?
Oh,
the purple
absolutely.
one.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I didn't come down from Northeast Philly for nothing. The land of peanut juice.
I'm gonna eat the white one.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That wasn't the candy. That was my juice.
What the hell? The hell?
I taste a hint of buffalo
Okay.
wing soda in there.
I used to clap this out of the erasers with my teacher.
Here's the yeah. I'll put a little bit of.
Reminds me
put
of
a little bit of
breathing
light
in
on
the
it.
first grade.
Here's the sad thing about these, is that yeah, seriously, is that if this is the only candy around.
Is there the black licorice one?
Oh god. Oh, I got the black licorice. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, not a fan of licorice. Oh, this was a terrible idea.
Wash it down with the buffalo wing.
We're all out of.
Damn it, all malt fresh.
We're all out of Lester Fixin's artificial buffalo wing soda. Y'all get. It really says it. Y'all get your fixins. So, it's exactly how I remembered them.
I feel like I need Altoids to wash this down.
Jesus. Oh my God, that's horrible. It's horrible. But you know what? Here's the thing. It's not horrible. It's sugar. It's like compressed sugar. So I'll eat that. So consider, yes. So put that on the table for anyone to have. So let's do one more, because the soda was a success. Because believe me, there's bad ones waiting.
Shoot, I hate to get a bad one. Damn.
There's.
doing, Mike?
I was so. Okay, so let's. All right, you know what? Let's do one more. There's a lot, but we got other stuff we want to cover. So let's do one more. You'll remember these. Yeah, once more. I'm making you open them, dude. So you're the official opener of this. So this is a big version of it. But did you guys grow up with these?
Oh,
I don't
Jumbo
even.
dots.
You don't even need to open that. That is a classic. In fact, it might be
Crack
a little, it might be a little too big because you might get too much paper with this
Too
one.
much paper.
It was the right amount of paper to candy.
Now what was the super secret way you could get these without getting the paper on? Do you remember?
You'd wet it.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're eating them right off the thing, but that halfway through when it's like coated in saliva, because you're eating it right off the paper,
Yeah.
that eventually you're like, oh wait, these are all coming off pretty easy now.
These are huge.
I think you need a big pen, and you need to disassemble a big pen and just use the paper that you eat. Make sticky spitballs to shoot across the room.
All right, Len. What flavor are you guys going for?
Oh,
You know what? I'm gonna
Whoa.
try. I'm gonna. Well, that came off rather non. I mean, that's not the way they used to come off. Like you would get a big. You know what? I'm gonna try one of each. How about you guys? I'm gonna try one of each. Okay.
well, the orange ones taste like hot sauce.
Like buffalo wing. Y'all. Here you go. There you go. Y'all get your fixins. All right.
Yo, let me get a ranch one.
I'll tell you what.
Blue
If there's,
cheese?
I'll tell you what. If there's a ranch soda, I am not on board, man. Like I can't even.
There's absolutely a ranch soda. You may not have it. You may not have it here, but there's
Okay.
absolutely a ranch soda.
Let me know when you got yours. Look at the Necco wafer left, like it's a crater over there of like leftover Necco
I'm
wafer.
just gonna grind it up and snort it. We're going
Okay.
back to the 80s.
Back to the 80s. Okay,
All
ready?
right, which ones are we just gonna shove them all in?
No, you got to taste each one. I think they taste exactly the same. I think it's just coloring,
Yeah.
right? There's no.
Orange.
Is there a difference?
I think the blue actually tastes like
Blue,
icy.
like snozberries.
No, like blue icy.
I'll tell you what, it tastes like you said, like with blue icing, like
No,
icing off a
icy-
cake.
No,
oh,
icy like when you go. Like I get them all the time at the movies. I always get an icy. It tastes like a blue icy. Yellow has. Like,
I'm not used to them being this big. But when was the last time you think you had one of these?
I had one relatively embarrassingly recent.
Really?
Only because when I was in charge of that day camp, we would get we'd have candy that was brought in by parents, but we couldn't give the candy out because it's that rule that you
Yeah.
can't give it out if there's not enough for everybody. So I just happened to have maybe 10 of these in the office at one point. I was probably about 35.
Well, there you go. There's our Necco wafers and some dots, big dots, big dots. And of course, you cannot deny Lester Fixins. Y'all get your fixins.
Raspberry,
Oh, it's raspberry.
lemon, orange, and cherry.
Do you remember when Starbursts used to have lime in them? Nowadays, and I want to say nowadays, I mean for the past 25 years, Starbursts are like lemon, cherry, strawberry, and orange. And it used to be lemon, strawberry, orange, and lime. And I loved lime Starbursts. And we keep stealing. I got to make it. We keep stealing this camera. It's like, yeah,
it's
screw
your
it.
camera shit.
There's a reason I work backstage. I don't have to be on the camera.
Well, I can do this.
All right. Let's.
Diabetes. Diabetes.
Hey, let me clean this stuff up. Move the wing soda away. We're going to be right back and do a quick. We're not going to empty out the box because we don't have the time for it because we still have to get to you. But we're going to grab something from the box. We're going to have Steve literally crack the box.
What box, man?
Reach into what's in the box. And I have a great thing for that too. We're going to reach in the box and get something. We don't know what it's going to be. Could be somebody found 8 Apple Watches. So he says.
If I find 8, I'll
Yes.
be happy.
Because like I said, part of this is why you should come on. Whatever he pulls out of the box, that's his. Could be old lady underwear. Have fun with that. I don't know. It depends.
Whatever.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Boo! You suck!
So we'll be.
Damn, he on X Games mode.
He is. Let's see this one. We will be right back. Untitled Chat. Hey, everybody. Boy, this little laptop is working for Jesus. It really is. Hey, it's 11:20. We have just like pork soded our way through this, so we really don't have a lot of time because we still want to get to Shane, and we want to do at least one What's in the Box. So let me. He's still eating this shit. So let me play the What's in the Box segment.
Titty sprinkles.
Show you with the box. Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Titty sprinkles.
Show you with the box. Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Titty sprinkles.
Show you with the box. Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
You put your hands in the box at the Phillies games.
That's terrible.
And I literally, the first time I saw it, I was like, they're not doing this.
This is
are they?
horrible.
Like,
It's horrible.
Everybody there who's seen that movie was like,
No, I can't. I don't trust any UPS driver anymore. So here's how it works. Because I'm making up the rules right now. Steve is going to put his hand in the box, and there's a bunch of stuff in there, and you can root through the box and pick something out of it. Now, try not to look at it. No, I'm not going to look at it either. Cause,
I'm going to try to keep the lid the other way.
yeah. Now, this isn't how I originally planned. I thought we were going to just do the whole box. But you know what? We're going to drag it out because it ain't cheap. So,
All these Necco wafers be costing money.
yeah,
you know?
I know. This thing, all these cameras and stuff from out of nowhere.
We're looking for a Necco sponsor if you can hook it up.
Absolutely.
Right?
That'd be great. Let's see what he gets. I can't look because.
I'm literally trying to look up.
Dang it, that was a black
Okay,
pepper.
what you got? Yo, you got something? What'd you get?
I got a pet fountain.
Here, close the box. I don't want to see the other stuff. So, what'd you get?
A pet fountain.
Dude!
So my dog at home now can drink by pushing the little
Here, let me
pedal.
put that in the What?
It's a pet fountain.
Look at that, people.
Or
Dude, I totally want one of these. This is awesome.
Well, knowing that your cat fell in love with me today, little cat.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Little cat can have the pet fountain.
I mean, I
because
don't.
my dog is never going to push this down.
All right, then. Okay, if you're giving this to little cat, then pick another one. Go ahead.
All right. Well, because little cat also
Yep.
sat on my lap,
Yep.
so little cat is my buddy.
I'll tell you what, Shane, while he's getting this last one, if you want to get ready on your guitar and play. Well, actually, you know what? We got a couple minutes. We got 7 minutes until 11:30. So,
Literally trying to go to the bottom of the
yeah,
box.
like digging through the bottom.
Dig deep, dig deep.
Hello, motherfucker.
Whoa! What is this? Oh, it's a mystery box and a mystery.
This is like the inception of what's in the box. It's like what's in.
Okay, make sure it's on camera, right? People can see what it's a little blue box, and I think I know what it is.
9985. Oh, dude, you got 9985.
9985. That's
I've
twice
always
as good
wanted
as
9985.
a four. What the hell?
I got
Oh, you got lug nuts.
lug nuts, but
For what?
they're.
Not? Congratulations!
But being a technical theater
What's in
person,
the box?
being a technical theater, hey, these are rivets for the new bridge for Saturday Night Fever.
Let me see. What? Let me show. It's heavy. What?
Like that is something specific.
This is
like,
something
you can.
very specific.
Is that you know what it is?
What? No, I don't.
I bet you it's a tap if your lug nut is, Never
I don't know.
mind.
I mean, the case is very. The case is
Yeah,
very official. Huh. Enjoy, sir.
there we go.
There you go. Another riveting.
Are there two sides to the case?
Wait, what? Are there?
Oh no.
No, I don't think so. I think that was it. I think. Another riveting. What's in the box? Tune in next week for What's in the Box when we get like a parrot. But I don't know. Like, it could be anything.
A parrot. Well, we better get that out of the box.
I
quick.
know. There's got to be. Look. That's why there's holes in the box. Steve, what do you got going on before we let you go? We're gonna listen to Shane in a second, play us out. But what you got going on?
like I told you earlier, well, basically I'm working, so everything else.
Necco wafers. God damn it.
Everything else is just for fun. Next week there's a launch of a video game that I'm going to be spending too much time playing.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
And then waiting until the end of the summer so that eventually me and Carl can talk about Ahsoka and the return of the Rebels crew and Grand Admiral Thrawn.
I'll tell you what, we could totally do an Ahsoka podcast. Be like, you know what? Have you been watching the Obi-Wan, the deep fake Obi-Wan guy?
Yeah.
That guy. Oh god, he is funny.
I'm very excited for this one. I'm also excited that if everything goes right, they're going to do like an Avengers-style Star Wars movie that's going to have the Mandalorian, Ahsoka, the Rebels, Skeleton
that'd be
Crew.
kinda cool.
Like anything that actually worked, they're going to be putting it in this, and and they've already decided they're calling it Heir to the Empire.
That's a great. Well, Timothy's on. That's a great name for you other nerds out there. So Shane, what do you got going on besides like poor Shane? He got back from a vacation or whatever, and he was skateboarding, which old men are great at, by the way.
Skateboarding was my vacation.
And he limped to my house, and I took him and I flung him into the what do you call it, the
Space age rocket chair.
yeah, the massage chair, and he like looked up and saw the face of God. Maybe I'll post a picture of it.
Yeah,
but,
it took me into the other side.
the other side.
Holy cow.
Just see the ending.
Whoa. I didn't need to see the ending because I saw the beginning. It was like, wow. So I highly suggest coming by and
For the chair alone,
jumping
yes.
in on the podcast, because 15 minutes in that chair, and I tell you what. So this spring I've been feeling guilty. This is Confessions at the Church of Skating.
Oh, okay.
I've been feeling like a poser. I haven't been skating for the past couple of years here, right? And Desmond, though, has been keeping it real. And I was like, Dad, there's hope for you yet. There's hope for you yet. You're not an old man yet. And and he's been inspiring me, and he's been super inspired. So I've been like, oh well, like if my kid is like, Dad, let's go to the skate park. Dad, let's go to the skate park, and
Make
I
it
guess
happen.
let's do it. Let's go to the skate park. So I've spent 9 of the last 27 hours now at a skate park, one of 2, and I got the hobbles. I didn't fall.
You're just sore, man. You're an old man.
Sore. I'm just old.
You're just old. That's.
And I'm not even that old.
So, anyway, Steve, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it, especially on this Memorial Day weekend. I know most people are down the beach doing their thing. Shane, thanks for sitting in. Why don't you go play us a tune while I talk us up?
Green room.
Yeah, go to the green room. I'll be like.
And I'm gonna add my. I'm gonna show the video for a half a second so we can have another person in the video.
I need this mic. Is this the?
Yeah. I'll make sure it's turned on.
Check.
There should be a switch on it. There you go. There you go. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Shane's going to play us out, and then we're going to do the credits. And did you hit the light?
I did.
It did. That's awesome. Love it.
That's the added flavor.
It is. It is the added flavor. All right. Let me know when you're ready. And because there's a whole sort of this is pretty cool.
Uh-oh.
Well, you need a pick?
I lost my capo.
Oh my God.
Oh no, here it is.
Oh, I was going to say, you know what you got to play if you lost your capo.
We're gonna have to change the set list.
And by set list he means song.
Song list.
Song, just songs. Just one song. All right. Let us see if all this works. All right.
Hi, Mom.
Give me a second.
Hi, Mom. How are you? This one goes out to you. I never did air that fast trying to take me down the line. Smell the smoke from the hot coal as the engine fired. You could ask that engineer for one more mile and then I'd go. Just let the whistle wail and take it in slow. Take me back to the railroad tracks and the songs inside my mind, where the rusted wheels of the steerer still whine. You could opt that 909, go back in time some time ago. Just let the whistle wail and take it in slow. Park my horse in my buggy about some old lazy creek. Take my car to the graveyard and dig a hole real deep. Holler rest in peace and weep. Lay track on Everest Street. Let the whistle wail, give the rail my soul to keep. Lone Mr. Engineer, so one more mile and then I go. Whistle wail and take it in slow.
Good night, Jay.
Peace.
Wanna know how it feels. You don't know how it feels. You don't wanna know how it feels. I would never wish that on you. No, no, no. How it feels, yeah. You don't know how it feels. Now I said thank you everybody, good night. Thank you everybody, good night. Delco quarantine open mic. Delco quarantine open mic. Thank you everybody, good night. Turn until Delco late night. Right, Carl and all these other dudes, I don't know, they be talking crazy shit. Last time it was about a snowblower. Carl Park. He crashed his bike. Yeah, Disney was pulling up. I never seen, nah, psych, I seen worse. He's alright. But check out Carl. Delco late night quarantine, open mic, alright. Thank you.